Come here to play games. I didn't get all dressed up for nothing. I come here to fight. I'll pick one.
I take it seriously. He's a conqueror. His mentality is solid. He's better than Tyson Fury.
Jake Paul chins AJ, yes, they fight.
Are you serious?
100%. If they fight, I'm putting £1 million on Jake Paul.
Tyson Fury didn't just show up at the Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul press conference. He erupted into it. He stormed the room with that trademark swagger, eyes blazing, voice slicing through the noise like a blade, and his message hit like a bomb. AJ is afraid of me. That's why he's fighting Jake Paul. The moment the words left his mouth, the entire venue shifted. Whispers turned into gasps. Cameras locked in. This wasn't hype.
Believe that. When you sleep at night, ugly man, you gotta think of me for the next 8 weeks. Think of me, because I'm gonna punch your face in.
It was a spectacle, a public accusation, and a challenge wrapped in chaos. But Anthony Joshua didn't flinch. He didn't crack. He didn't even blink. Instead, AJ dismantled Fury's theatrics with cold precision. While Fury tried to play the...
Worry about what Tyson Fury's got to say. That's what I'm saying. It ain't even about the money. I'm betting on myself. I'm focusing on myself. I'm fully betting on myself. I ain't worried about...
big dog, and Jake Paul strutted around like he belonged at heavyweight. Joshua exposed both men for what they were. One loudmouth craving attention, and one influencer completely out of his depth. AJ's calm, sharp words...
To say, apart from there's going to be a whole lot of hurt and pain in this fight, you watch. That's all I got to say.
Words cut deeper than Fury's shouting ever could. Tyson Fury's claims? Laughable. His sudden praise for Jake Paul? Even more absurd. Calling Paul a threat was pure theater. Fury wanted relevance. Paul wanted clout.
Yeah, I can't predict the future, but I know where I want to go, I know what I want to do, and I'm sticking to that plan I set.
And AJ? He wanted to fight. Seriously, quietly, and professionally. Joshua made it clear he wasn't bending to social media antics or ego-driven narratives. He was the only man at the table grounded in reality. Carl Froch backed that reality with brutal honesty.
Anthony Joshua said, Jake or anyone can get this work, no mercy. I took some time out, I'm coming back with the mega show. It's a big opportunity for me, whether you like it or not. I'm here to do massive numbers, have big fights and break every record whilst keeping cool, calm and collected. So chill in it. I mean, come on, he's jumping in with fake Paul, who has no experience and no fights and no world ranking at heavyweight. Easy work.
Honesty. He laid it out clean. AJ is a beast, a proven champion with world-level knockout power. Jake Paul, meanwhile, is a lightweight YouTube attraction pretending he's earned his way into a heavyweight ring. Froch didn't sugarcoat it. AJ isn't here for entertainment. He's here to...
Easy night's work, and it would be massive. And Jake's smart. Look, I know that we have our back and forth. Jake's improving as a fighter, and you have to respect the fact that he's dedicated not just to the business, but also to the hard graft of boxing. I still don't think he's particularly good, but he's a decent...
crush. And Paul is walking into a lion's den with a smile and a selfie stick. Eddie Hearn added fuel to the fire. He admitted Jake Paul shows dedication, but dedication doesn't equal heavyweight skill. Hearn called it brave, maybe even admirable, but he didn't hide the truth.
I was surprised that Jake took the fight rather than Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is one of the best fighters in the world. He's a solidified champion. But I'm surprised that Jake took the fight and is fighting a guy that's so dangerous like Anthony Joshua. So I got to take my hat off to him. Because we were saying that he's fighting this person past their prime, this person's old and this and whatnot, and now he's fighting.
Paul is stepping into Anthony Joshua's world. A world of timing, power, precision, and experience he simply does not possess. Hearn labeled it what it is: a mismatch destined to end violently.
The worry for me would be that if Jake Paul would be able to get through a few rounds and then you go, then it could be a danger to his health because there is you know, ramifications from taking blows like that off Anthony Joshua. But I think the fight could be done quite quickly. And when you're talking about the dangers and death and all that, I don't see it like that because I don't think that Jake Paul will be able to hang in there.
Devin Haney echoed the shock many felt. Paul's ambition, he said, wasn't bravery. It was recklessness. Choosing to share a ring with a seasoned heavyweight champion isn't a career step. It's a gamble with horrible odds. Haney laid out the reality. Paul is chasing a payday. AJ is delivering damage. That equation only ends one way. Spencer Oliver delivered another harsh dose of reality. He stressed that Jake Paul isn't ready. Not even close. AJ...
I'm genuinely sorry. Like, I want to apologize in advance because I know the emotional turmoil you're going to go through. You're going to go into hiding. That's who you are. You love to go and hide. And so that's what's going to happen.
AJ's power isn't YouTube power. His punches aren't for show. Even a few rounds could seriously harm Paul, and Oliver didn't hold back on emphasizing the danger. While Paul dreams big, the sport remains unforgiving, and the mismatch becomes clearer with every expert analysis. Paul's tough guy act didn't help either. His attempts to look threatening, posting online like a villain, apologizing dramatically, stirring controversy, felt hollow. They weren't signs of confidence. They were signs of desperation.
I told Anthony, I already messaged Anthony as I listen. I tell you what, I said to AJ, if this goes past 5 rounds, everybody's gonna be having a go at you because you can't go past 5 rounds with this kid. It has to go past 1 round or 2 rounds. Past beyond 4 or 5 rounds, you know, people are gonna be doubting you as a fighter himself. So he has to smoke him out like what he did Francis Ngannou in Saudi Arabia in 1 round.
In the ring, Joshua isn't a character. He's a predator. And Jake Paul? He's not intimidating anyone on AJ's level. Derek Chisora stepped in with the kind of raw honesty only he can deliver. He warned the world, this isn't entertainment anymore. It's a potential disaster. Paul has no top-tier experience. The hype is blinding fans to the severity of the gap. Cheer the circus all you want, Chisora said, but understand the stakes. Joshua isn't a sideshow. He's a 2-time world champion entering the ring.
Paul is crazy. If he thinks he can get it with Anthony Joshua, former 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, and play tiddlywinks, I don't think AJ plays touch. He plays knock.
With full intent to destroy. Johnny Nelson reinforced the truth. Paul thrives on hype, not heritage. Joshua is the opposite. A fighter forged through real battles, real opponents, and real titles. Nelson didn't need theatrics to make his point. Paul is treating a world-class champion like a prop. But Joshua isn't here to entertain an influencer fantasy. He's here to deliver consequences. Then came Frank Warren, who called the situation what it is: borderline lunacy. He acknowledged Paul's license, his courage, and his effort.
If Anthony Joshua doesn't turn up, even that Anthony Joshua doesn't turn up, should beat Jake Paul. And there's just that 1% that makes you think, could he? Could Anthony Joshua slip up here? Because it's a no-win situation for AJ. If he goes the distance, you struggle with a domestic fighter like Jake Paul. If he gets wobbled or get hurt, how can you let a domestic fighter, a YouTuber, do that?
But none of that changes the reality. Paul is stepping into the deep end with a man who has knocked out elite heavyweights. And deep water doesn't care how many followers you have. Warren made it undeniable. Experience can't be faked, and Paul's bravado is nothing but a social media mask. Chisora doubled down later, making it painfully clear that Jake Paul has zero chance of truly threatening Joshua. Fans are caught up in the showmanship, but professionals see the danger. Paul isn't risking a win or loss. He's risking injury. His online confidence doesn't translate into real-world ability. Every expert sees the same outcome, and none of them see Paul surviving comfortably.
Whatever happens will be exciting.
Does he have the power to knock out Joshua?
No, he hasn't got the power to knock out Joshua.
How does that fight end?
Jake Paul going to an ambulance, bro.
Duke McKenzie put the final nails in the coffin. He stated outright that Paul hasn't earned the right to be anywhere near this level. He's not a heavyweight. He's not elite. He's not seasoned. He's a digital celebrity stepping into a ring reserved for real fighters, real careers, and real consequences. And Joshua? He represents the pinnacle of that reality. Simon Jordan framed the absurdity better than anyone. Jake Paul stepping into a fight with a two-time world champion is fantasy. No matter how much bravado Paul serves up, no matter how much noise the internet makes, it doesn't change the facts. Joshua is a proven, lethal, disciplined.
I don't believe to fight Anthony Joshua. It's not like he's beaten, 4 or 5, top line heavyweights, other heavyweights. I don't believe he's boxed any heavyweights.
Disciplined athlete. Paul is overconfident and underqualified. And Jordan insisted that even AJ's vulnerabilities don't level the playing field. By the end of the press conference, one truth was undeniable. Anthony Joshua is the real deal, and Jake Paul is completely out of his depth. Every expert, from Nelson to Chisora to Jordan, agreed. Paul's bravado can't hide the truth. He lacks experience. He lacks heavyweight credibility. And he's walking into the ring with a man who has defeated elite fighters with ease. This isn't just a fight. It's a collision of hype versus reality, a cultural moment where celebrity meets skill. And for fans,
not his financial welfare, but Jake Paul going into a fight with Anthony Joshua, to me, is absurd. I mean, Anthony Joshua is a legitimate two-time heavyweight champion of the world. He may have got destroyed by Daniel Dubois, but notwithstanding, there's nothing physically wrong with Anthony Joshua that he can't execute. Mentally, he might be in a little bit of a difficult position.
it's electric. Watching Joshua dismantle the illusion surrounding Jake Paul might become one of the most iconic spectacles boxing has seen in decades. So before you go, hit that like button, subscribe for more explosive updates, and drop your predictions in the comments. How long does Jake Paul last against AJ? Does he survive a round, 2, or does Joshua end it instantly? Let the debate begin.